I am convinced Kelvin Gastelum stole Shavkat Rakhmonov's phone and tweeted that he should be next for Kelvin Gastelum and welcome him down to the welterweight division. Because this doesn't make any sense. Why would Shavkat Rakhmonov willingly offer to fight Kelvin Gastelum when he just came off a big win against Jeff Neal? And Kelvin Gastelum is not even ranked that high in middleweight, moving down to welterweight. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense why Shavkat would be the one to initiate that. The only explanation is that Kelvin Gastelum went out of his way, hacked Shavkat's Twitter, and was like, yeah, I'll be the one to welcome Kelvin Gastelum to the division, because that puts him right into the picture of the welterweight division if he were to get a win. Now, that's a tall task because Shavkat Rakhmonov is undefeated. But if you're looking at Kelvin Gastelum, I mean, he's won 2 fights within the past 4 years and arguably didn't win the fight against Chris Curtis. I mean, it was a close fight. 3-round fight. Wasn't even on the main card. It was on the prelims. So he's going from the prelims to fighting a guy in Shavkat Rakhmonov who's one of the biggest stars in the welterweight division. Like, might not speak English, but he's undefeated, and everyone knows who Shavkat Rakhmonov is. So, it's a big opportunity for Kelvin Gastelum. I'm just kind of shocked that Shavkat was the guy that initiated it, because Kelvin Gastelum comes out and says he's going to move down from middleweight to welterweight. He's going to make the move. Not sure why he didn't do this a long time ago, but he's going to make the move. And Shavkat Rakhmonov comes out with the tweet, should I be the one to welcome Kelvin back to 170? And he tags Dana White and Sean Shelby. And Kelvin Gastelum saw it, and he's like, well, shit, man. If you're gonna do that, then I will gladly accept. Because like I said, he's ranked 12th in the middleweight division, coming off a very close fight against Chris Curtis, which was on the prelims. And if he doesn't, headbutt Chris Curtis, probably doesn't get the win there. So this is quite the opportunity. Going to a new weight class, you might have to fight, at least below your ranking in the middleweight division, especially considering you haven't been that hot recently. If you look at his fights, Jared Cannonier lost in 2021, lost to Robert Whittaker in 2021. His only win, other than the Chris Curtis, was to Ian Heinisch. Then he got losses to Jack Hermanson, Darren Till, and then Israel Adesanya. So, I mean, it really hasn't been the greatest run for Kelvin Gastelum. Then he had that big, long layoff, comes back and gets the win against Chris Curtis. As I said, close fight. But he's, the only reason that I can really think of this and take it somewhat serious is, Shavkat. This is a filler fight for Shavkat, because there's not many other people that he can fight in the welterweight division right now. You got Leon that's supposed to be fighting Colby. Kamaru is supposed to be fighting Hamzat at some kind of catch weight. That takes up 4 of the top 5 guys. You got Bilal that's gonna hold out for the title shot. You got Gilbert Burns, who's dealing with the injuries. And then it's Shavkat. So, he can't really fight anybody above him right now. And then the only guy that he could fight really below him is Stephen Thompson. And Stephen Thompson doesn't want to fight anybody that's probably going to take him down at this stage in his career. He actually had that fight offered to him before, and he didn't take it, which I don't blame him. But then you got Jeff Neal scheduled to fight, Sean Brady scheduled to fight. Luke Hay, I don't think Luke Hay wants to come back from that. He's on a losing streak. He's lost 2 in a row. He can't really afford to fight up nor take another loss at this point. Neil Magny just got a win against Phil Rowe. He's already beat him too. Michael Chiesa. There's not any other names prepared to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov at this point. So this is a filler fight for Shavkat, bro. I would expect him to be a big favorite. Kelvin getting a big opportunity. If you didn't know, it's on September 16th, and that's the big Mexico card, Mexican Independence Day, I think it is. If I'm wrong, don't roast me in the comments, but it's some kind of Mexican holiday. They're trying to do it big because they missed out on Cinco de Mayo. So, yeah, that's the real reason Kelvin Gastelum is getting this co-main event spot, but then they had to fill him with, a bigger name because you can't really throw Kelvin against, someone that's probably unranked in a co-main event spot. When you want to do a big fight night card, the main event's going to be Shevchenko Grasso for the rematch. So they're trying to make this a big card. It is a glorified fight night, basically. You got the championship bout in the main event. And Kelvin Gastelum, I think he's getting a gift here. I mean, he's been in the company for a while. I guess they're doing a bit of a favor here, giving him a great opportunity against Shavkat, but it's going to be a tall task for him. I think Shavkat probably beats him in every facet of the fight. Kelvin's was pretty short, 185er, strong dude, but I don't think he's going to present like big problems for Shavkat just based off of what I can look at right now. Fight just got announced today. I don't know, maybe down the road you look at film and find something, but looks like a pretty but a pretty favorable filler fight for Shavkat. Probably wants to stay active, and it's a good spot for him, and he's got a co-main event spot against a guy with somewhat of a name, a name that meant something maybe 3-4 years ago. Maybe not so much at this point, but like I said, Kelvin Gastelum, did you hack Shavkat Rakhmonov's Twitter to tweet that out? Because of all guys, like that's the guy that would come and welcome you into the welterweight division. Interesting, but looking forward to seeing how it plays out. And this fight night card is supposed to be good, so I'm looking forward to see how they build the rest of it. But that's the announcement today. That's the big announcement. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscription button. Drop a comment on anything you thought of during the video. Other than that, AJ Picks here, signing out.